Working with a 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Willis. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Willis going deep this time for Miller. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
And take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Mack. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Over the middle, Dorsett. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On third down, a run from Breida. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mills on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Willis flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Willis. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
To throw on second down, Willis. A check down here for Henry. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's third down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 3rd and 2, Willis. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Willis. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll find Hall. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Willis.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off the play fake, Mills.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Houston.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. Went up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Breida. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marlon Mack with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Willis. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Play fake, Mills. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mills. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. A first down throw for Mills. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Willis. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down at 4.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. All day, baby, all day, baby. Panther 11, 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing, Mills. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go counter with Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Willis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Willis.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Mills now.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
First down, Mills.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it is 42-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, it's Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 14. Mike 14. Rapid.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Willis. Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. 48-yard line. Now a handoff to him. Powers way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down. Willis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They run again with Breida. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.